Hello and welcome back to Void War. We're starting off on another Torment 9 run. We're going to be playing with, I think the Paladin is who I want to do for this one. We're going to go as Luminaris the Paladin, and I want to try out, I think the only sea ship we have, the Imperial Cruiser C, which will be called the Majestic Ruler. This is a all-Imperial ship, so we're going to try for an all-Imperial run. We'll play with the Imperial Sorcerer, who can cast a flaming projectile, the Imperial Marshal, who is immune to fire and deals double damage in rooms on fire, and then the Paladin, who isn't immune to fire, but if we can find a fire-safe chest piece, he could be. This ship comes with a thrice-cursed reliquary, which gives you basically a random teleport and deals damage when you pop in. It comes with a Retributor, which is just basically a 2-shot, 1 damage, and a Magnetic Pulse, which stuns crews as well. So we get to burn down the shields with the Retributor and then knock out any crew with the Pulse. And then ideally, well, this one does medium chance of fire. I'd love to get like an Inferno Beam or a Fugas. We are going to play on Torment 9, because that's where we are. And we're going to get right into it. I am wondering who the right guy to be sending across is, the Imperial Marshal or the Paladin. Instantly grant 2 DPS, 50 move speed, 50 repair speed, and immune ability to be debilitating effects on all allied crew on current ship for 15 seconds. I feel like the Marshal has got to be taking these. But you know what? Why don't we... Can I split? Yeah. Give them both one each. So we got a man on an engine. We got a man on sensors. That's an interesting start. I don't love that. So why don't we go engine and weapons? And then we will absolutely go for an Imperial Shrine right away. Palmadin the Paladin. I love how many skulls are on our ship. Let's assist this colony. An Imperial ship emerges. The enemies of the throne will be met with a swift end. Before you have a chance to explain, they open fire. Am I not allowed to pause? Okay. Interesting. What's going on? Not being able to pause is there we go. Now I can enter command mode. I guess I just had to reset. So this guy is bolt cannoning and retributing me as well. I don't appreciate it. My shields are critical. This is not a particularly great start we got going on right now. So this Mag Pulse just does stun. Dude, I'm restarting this run. That was just so cursed. Not being able to use the command mode is like very, very difficult. We arrive at an orbit around a barren desert moon. Preliminary scan reveals a series of geometric tunnels like a long-lost civilization. We find an unusual black prism. It is extremely dangerous. They demand we hand it over. I'm going to hand over the prism. Because that feels like a chaos thing, and I'm trying not to do a chaos run this time. We'll pledge ourselves to the Imperial cults. And then we'll head on over to the Cult of War. 12 and 16. Okay, so I think the plan here is we mag pulse and then we hit him with the Retributor afterwards. All right, you guys are going to be a pain. Okay. Okay, I'm already on fire. I'm already hit with an asteroid. I've already lost my engines and my graviton field generator. It's quite a lot all at once, dudes. That is quite a lot all at once. Why are you moving there? Okay. Okay, that room is on fire. Marshall, please deal with that. Then deal with that. God damn, dude. They just keep plugging my command throne. Light that stuff on fire again. Okay, you go there. You go there. Let's mag pulse them. Get them to stun. Light that room back on fire and get rid of those weapons. Get a nice stun on them there. And then we just finish them off. Cool. Okay, so the graviton field, we can also just like hit at any time. What? A gall-darn miss. I think for right now, I'm going to put this guy on shields just because it's a bit of a more central location. Yeesh. Okay, these guys also don't have anybody on their ship. So I tell you what, we're going to just go like this. We are very on fire, as per usual. Surely our favorite place to be. We get these oxygens up. No. We'll hit a mercenary broker. We got a lot of cash coming in here. Engineer, Imperial Marshal, and a servo husk. Well, I think I'm going to get another Marshal. Repair speed 50% and 1 DPS. An arc rifle does extra DPS when nearby ship systems, and a ceremonial sword does a bunch of extra DPS against max HP. Let's grab a Marshal. And then tool. I think I'm probably going to grab that arc rifle because it's pretty much a guaranteed 4 DPS. Teleport self and nearby allied crew. Okay. So I'll put you on guns for right now. Next goal definitely has to be save up for shield upgrades. Always Marshal, Marshal, Marshal. You hear reports of a rogue Imperial commander in this system. Task your Imperial Marshal with tracking down the rogue commander. You consult your Marshal regarding Imperial doctrine for escape and evasion. Aided by a thorough understanding of tactics, you're able to predict the rogue commander's location with accuracy. You locate him. He appears to have settled as the new leader of a hidden mining colony. Alarmed at being discovered, he leads a strike team aboard your vessel and attacks. Well, that's no problem. I said, that's no problem. Let's have you guys switch. Gene Soldier. No reason not to cast Embolden here. Where are you going, dude? Ritual materials to summon a Redeemer. Fun. I gotta remember to cast this way more often. Affects poison, stun, slow, immobilize, mind control, curses, and DPS reduction. Yes, sir. Just gonna hold on to that right now. I guess better equipped to hold on. FTL like. FTL similar. I like to call it FTL 2.0. You receive a message from an orbital station. It's commanded to inform you that the rebels on the planet below are staging a surface-to-orbit attack. The commandant is determined to avoid disaster and wishes to execute a preemptive strike. All right, we agree to help. You commence bombardment, but the hardened shelters housing the batteries prove resistant to our weapon fire and were unable to prevent the rebels from firing and destroying the orbital station. The batteries then target lock your vessel, forcing you to retreat. I guess we didn't have good enough guns. I don't really have good shields, so an asteroid field sucks for us right now. Sandify, hello. Made it into your top 2 with 967 hours. Nice, dude. Heck yeah. Don't be a no fun. Let them mind control a bit for fun. I love a little bit of mind control. We've got one of these big flaming ships. Do I want to board their ship or just light it on fire? I feel like I just want to light it on fire. I suppose that's the real strategy, right? You light it on fire and then you send like 2 marshals across who do double damage in rooms on fire, so they do 6 damage. No problem. Little playmate never hurt nobody. So the real question I start to run here is, do I want to teleport across and start killing guys? These are all like scribes and husks. You know what? It probably wouldn't be that hard. Didn't light it on fire though. And then you slow them down so they can't escape the room that's on fire. Yeah, that's exactly what you're meant to do. Oh, yeah, they do crazy damage. Just got to make sure that the ship doesn't explode while they're still on it. Back to your stations, everybody. Back to your stations. That guy loads up with a new prism. And we jump again. We'll avoid the abstract wound. If you kill the O2, they will die from no air with all the fire. True, but also if we kill all the O2, then there's no fire. So that's the other problem. Though that being said, we could probably kill the O2 with fire. Tactical exoskeleton is excellent. I'm going to put that on you, big guy. So now you have some suffocation resistance, and also you move super fast. I probably don't want this guy to stay on the command throne, but until we have someone better. That's where he's going to live. What do these guys have? Sorks and recruits. So this is another example of rooms that we can light on fire really easy. Heat beam. Zoop. And then we go slow. And then we go Meg Pulse. No, the Meg Pulse stunned my own guys. Noted. Recall crew. Modular Shredder Payload. Assault sleds fired from launch bays deal 15 to 50 damage to enemy crew in a target room. Yeah. I think that's the plan. Shredder bays. Commander still works on the enemy ship. You know what I should do? Actually, before I teleport across, I should embolden. Because then all my guys get 2 DPS, which is 4 DPS in a flaming room. That's cracked. I see. I don't always get one of these. I just frequently get one of these. So I can't always make the boom boom and the room room. I don't really have money for this. I could attack the trader, but unless they've changed something, that they don't have any value in doing that. Immunity to hull damage and system damage from enemy projectiles for the first 25 seconds of combat. Lances always hit. The first time your ship fires a damaging weapon during a flight, the weapon's base damage is doubled. Reaper shells. Temporal Shroud is pretty cool. Terror Amplifier would probably be good for us. Oh, this is what I want. The Infernal Fugas. Projectile count 3, spreads fire. Guaranteed spread fire. Required power 1. Costs 80. 30, 45. 50, 60. 74. I have to get rid of all my weapons to get it, though. And here's the problem. If I run into something like a demon ship, a Fugas is not going to help me. I think I'm just going to repair and go. Wow, I can't remember the last time I left the first system and did not have shields too. I need O22. Planetary fortification. Now, they have a lot of guys on them, but they'd still take a lot of damage from fire. Assault sledge. 400% door break speed, 200% sabotage speed. I'm going to be honest, dudes. I'm going to take the tactical exoskeleton and I'm going to put it on this guy right now. Orkian is basically an orc. I like the cut of his jib. Another sell everything to get one cool thing situation, right? It's tempting, but it's very tempting. We're gonna let these dudes on fire. What do they have? A storm cannon and a grav cannon. Yeah, that would be a problem for me. Dude, they shred. I actually can't get over how much damage they do. Wait, this guy has door break speed. Oh. I want to hang out there. The door break speed is really helpful. I'm going to take the gas for a second. Will that work? I guess not. See if I can get out of here with full tank oxygen. Let's go. So this is deploy infiltrators. So I'm kind of curious how that works on this map. Deploy infiltrators using the crew portrait button. Multiple crew can be deployed to each weak point. Weak points may only be used once. Okay, deploy to weak point 1, deploy to weak point 1. And that's all I've got, right? Shoot, I should have buffed them. So I guess they're still not noticed right now is the thing. Huh. Undetected. Detected. That's what I figured. That might be a mistake. That got me my scrap. Okay. That was incredible. That worked wonders. What do we get? An energy lance? 4 charges per shot. Small chance of hull breach. Inflicts minor crew damage. Hull damage 1. I mean, that's perfect. That's all I needed. Let's get this stuff fixed up. FTL but grimdark. Exactly. You got it. You nailed it on the head. Crew merchants. Crew merchants that I don't have the money for, but I'm going to go to anyway, despite desperately needing shields too. Imperial citizens, raider outlaws, another marshal, bunch of death cultists. Ah, the immunity to fire. While on enemy ship, creates fire on kill. Grants fire immunity to nearby friendly crew for 30 seconds on kill. Is that it? Do I take the Hellfire Cuirass and the Hellfire Blade and put them on the Luminars? The Paladin? Being able to send husks out, really good in combination with the witch. Oh yeah, man, husks are great if you can attack with them. This would be what, 30, 40, 50, 60. I'd like to get an Imperial recruit. There's obviously also part of me that's like, well, what if I got another Marshal? I think the Hellfire Blade is too good because it creates fires on kill. And if I put that on a Marshal, it's like incredible. I don't think we need to sell everything. The Hellfire Cuirass is what I was thinking about getting for that Paladin, so it's hard for me not to take that. I do think I need both of those. The question is whether or not I sell something so I can get this Imperial recruit. I don't love the Mag Pulse. I think I'd rather the Energy Lance. So that's what we're gonna do. Nio. You currently have an arc rifle. You have an assault sledge and a tactical exoskeleton. So I guess we'll give you the Hellfire Blade. 3 DPS. 4. No, you know what? I'm gonna give the Hellfire Blade to the Luminaris. 3 characters who are immune to fire is really funny. We gotta get the assault sledge. I'm gonna curve you up. Says buddy, old buckaroo buddy guy. Energy beam and a disruptor. What do I want to like take out here? I guess they're weapons. It's always nice. Forgot to cast Embolden again. It's gonna make so much difference giving these guys an extra 4 DPS each. Okay, like this build is nuts. This build is crazy. It does require me to actually have dark matter prisms and remember to equip them before I leave the sector. Distributor, energy beam, and a flare missile. It's like the one guy who's not totally immune to fire, but he is basically immune to fire. All right, so blast that and then blast it again with those. take that flare missile because I don't really have a choice. That shield is going to stop a lance. I am fairly certain it will. My shields! Buddy, you ain't charging up nothing, let me tell you. All right. I don't want to have everybody burn to a crisp here. I am going to need guys on repairs. I have to just repair this manually. Let's embolden. You know what? This guy can also fix this up really fast with embolden on. Everybody back to your spots. I think that's what I'll do for right now. I should probably have both these guys on like the that little shield bay, but I'm going to give you one of these. I'm going to give you the other one. That way we both have one, and then he can take that regent. And we keep going. Geo, hello. How we doing? This raider says, I want everything you have, and he is full of servo husks. That should not be a problem for us then. Oh, my lance missed. That's rude. So we're emboldened. Look at that. Look how fast they die. Gutted. Siege armor. 20 HP. Let's get those boys back. Oh, I love this. So we have one guy who goes across with the assault sledge and the tactical exoskeleton. So his thing is like move fast, break doors. And then this guy who's got the arc rifle and siege armor. So he's just like slow and steady, smash his way through, but has a ton of HP. Oh, we're in an asteroid field. That's why we're getting pummeled here. We gotta get shields up. There's no... I gotta get that upgraded. Frankly, outrageous that I don't already. And honestly, I'm just gonna do that. Blast him with the energy weapon right away, and then we can switch it out. Got an achievement for killing 4 enemies with a single death bolt. Nice. Waiting for a friend to play Stellaris. Nice, dude. Nice. Doing the new Infernal stuff. We're doing all right. We had some technical difficulties with some games and stuff this morning, but then we just said, let's play some Void War, and I've been enjoying it ever since. Looks like we found ourselves a mark here, boys. Well, I can't see anything on your ship. That is not ideal. get over there and start blasting dudes. It's insane. Two marshals is two marshals with a fireball is busted. They get over there, they blow it up so quickly. Can I actually increase my sensors? I'm gonna do that as soon as I can. What are they jamming my sensors with? Theirs? Okay, I just wanted to see if they had any chests. Rest, rest, rest. Continue moving through space. Rest, rest, rest. This isn't even including, like, I haven't even been using the graviton. We're ambushed by an Imperial vessel. Whoop. And they're done. And we got another dark prism. Do we want to jump out of here before that thing lights me on fire? Yeah, probably. Loot. No, you guys can just stay here. These guys have a Retributor 3. Ooh, wow. And a Siege Bombard. Okay. Let's go with that Siege Bombard, probably. Getting to teleport in with that bonus 15 damage as well is so nice, and it's so good that we have the Shredder payload that's also going to be able to do that. You have a High Magister now, so you can launch an Assault Sled and teleport over and Death Bolt. The Wombo combo. Duraplate heavy armor. I didn't realize we would instantly get that. Siege armor makes you immune to suffocation. Oh, that's kind of fun. Dude, I don't even have anybody to use this armor on yet. I'm definitely starting to feel like these guys need a med bay. We got a fair bit of money for this merchant. There is also a shaman up ahead if we don't spend it here. Two DPS to all Imperial citizen units. Select from 3 rewards instead of 2 when choosing rewards. Obviously, I'm getting this because this is 4 DPS on all these guys. Oh, there is also a med bay. Med bay. Yeah, that's fine. Subsystems is fine. We'll put it back. Ooh. Do I put the med bay in a 4-room? Or do I put an assault sled in the 4-room? I think the med bay, because the assault sled we can build up. You can load people in step by step there. Heavy Duraplate. Pressure suit, combat shield, blessed blade. I'm kind of fine with their guns. I could sell this for some repairs. Do I need to? You know, I could just hit a ship repair bay. So these homies can just go here, and once per zone. Oh, yeah. That's the money. Ah, my greatest threat, a demon ship. Demon ship with missiles. That being said, they're only ion missiles. And we still have the retributor. Go for the demon heart so it can't summon anything on us. Guess it still has that thrall, but just gotta keep an eye on my oxygen here. Ooh. Your lances always hit, or an engineer. See, the problem with an engineer is currently I have all Imperial citizens, and I kind of want to do an all Imperial citizens run. But I just have to get rid of them before the last boss. You know what? Actually, that engineer is going to fly the ship. These guys are going to hang out in the med bay. My paladin's going to work on shields until we have someone better there. And we'll hit up with this ion storm. Corpulence. No. Stank old corpulence. Cryofoam and a siege claw. So the siege claw is really funny because if I was to put that on, say, well, you have an assault sledge actually, so 400% door break speed. You don't really fight in small rooms. I guess you can wear the Duraplate for now. And it's better than nothing for you to have that. All right, let's boogie. I only have 10 bucks, so going to that merchant is not worth it. And the rest is just a jaunty trip through space. Technocult sector. All right, well, at least a good place to have an engineer. Systems is what I need. Tell you what, we're going to go up along the top here, and then we can take this shipyard to heal. We find a Technocult vessel arrayed around a space construction project, and we investigate. They report that their construction efforts have been delayed by repeated raider attacks. Yeah, we can do that. One of these damn fools teleported into our back room here. All right, I think I'm ready to absolutely dunk these guys. Let's drop their weapons. We're going to embolden. Fireball. Fireball. Have a friendly crew with at least 20 DPS in a given fight. This Marshal has 22 DPS right now. Courage. Absolutely nutters. All events have progressed in accordance with the Machine God's calculation. The Technocultists are pleased with your performance. A servokin will be allocated. A free combat husk. Dude. What might have I do? Five DPS. What if I gave you that combat husk? And the Paladin just hung out at home. That might be the better way to do that. Alternatively, I could do something like put that combat husk on I guess the Paladin is like better at combat than the husk. Realistically. Extinguish all fire aboard the ship. That's a pretty funny one. You know what? Why don't I put him back here? Put you up there. Watch their ship burn up. On the road again. High temperatures detected. My favorite. Now these guys actually have a assault sled. So I'm gonna want some homies hanging out at home. They also have a husk rack. Now that being said, I do 22 damage. Vent that, vent that. Oh, I guess I have to blow up their husk rack. The rest seems like it should take care of itself. Forgot to embolden. Oh, it's so good. I love these dark matter prisms. Playing Story Realm from Empire and Ashes. Valerie said, "Save your breath for a dragon." It's a funny thing to hear. It's a good line. It's a pretty good line for a dragon. You briefly detect a Gorgorthian vessel on scan without it detecting you. Ionic interference from a nearby neutron star has masked your presence. Let's pursue. Cool. We like pre-charged weapons. Honestly, let's just, if I'm gonna do that, blast him with an energy lance. Hit him with the retributor. Deploy the graviton field. Throw a fireball in here. It's all ghoul megases and a death mage. Might as well. I'm gonna get stunked anyway. Oh, the fert gas. The old stinky fart gas. I wish I can just leave that. Key. Okay. You ready to boogie? Ship armament equipment modules. Yeah, I think the merchant is the better choice here. The guy up top here. Oh, these guys are already on fire. How wonderful. Technocultists. You came to the wrong party. You know what? I think I'm just going to hit him with that grav generator. Do I want to go over there? They have assault cyborgs, which I don't love. But no, I am not going to go across. They have two hull strength. Very, very dangerous. I'm actually going to kill my engines so I can charge up both weapons. No, they also have an assault sled. I didn't even notice that. All right, you're going to blast those shields. And then you're just going to blast them for damage. Another engineer. I mean, at this point, I guess I'm just thinking maybe it's not an all Imperial run. And I'm going to do that. And that makes the most sense to me. We get one more guy and we can bring that combat husk with us. I also didn't have to use my prism, which is nice. I think we could probably take a boss with this run, yeah. Yes! There's a launch bay here. 50% move speed to commander. That's a pretty funny one. But we have the shredder payload, so the launch bay is exactly what I need. I think I'll put it there. There's also a husk rack. Or a hull reaper. I do love a Hull Reaper. Save? What do you mean save? There's no saving. Every run's an Iron Man run. I'm trying to think about, like, so, you know, eventually your assault sleds can't send anybody over. If I have husks, I can at least invade demon ships. Oh, save the scrap. I don't have anything that uses munitions right now. My biggest concern is, like, what we're really good at is killing crew and spreading fire. But if you kill all the crew and you spread fire, the ship becomes a demon ship, and then there's no oxygen, and there's no way to do more damage to it. So husks provide a somewhat way of getting across. Reapers do get shield piercing, and they also let you heal the ship, which is, like, quite nice as well. I only have 7 munitions, which is not really that much. I guess I don't really feel like I need husk racks, because I don't really... I'd rather blast out some shields and then just Hull Reaper them. I think I'm gonna Reaper. I'll just put it back here. I know I don't really have the energy for it right now, but... I'm actually going to salvage munitions. Switch things up a little bit. Because with a Reaper, we can heal. You encounter a Technocult armada. Our machine priest can lure in a random vessel. We get 88 scrap. There is a boss up ahead. Two charges per jump with 8 HP a second. Right, and we can launch bay now too. Yeah, we need a lot of energy to get all this running at once. I mean, I guess ideally we fire the energy lance and then we start charging up the Hull Reaper. Hull Ripper? Hull Reaper? Hull Reaper. So many places we could get damaged, yeah. Plundering. Oh my god, husks. Who could ask for anything more? Wait. Unload. Embolden. Load. Launch. Fireball. Loot. Chest. Recall. Who needs the dark matter prisms anymore? My assault base deal 15 to 50 damage. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still love the assault prisms. They are really useful. It's nice to have options. I guess let's put the commander on our doors. Corrosive gases. We'll go up top. Oh, I should have reaped that ship. We'll attack the war cultists. Unload. Embolden. Load. Launch. Let's go here. Dude, the assault ship gets there faster than anything else. What's this guy casting? Stuns hostile crew for 5 seconds. Just gonna tap him. They are assault sledding to me. That guy dies. Without warning, the Imperial vessel opens fire on you. A cursory scan shows their sensor array was damaged during the fight. You turn your ship to engage. Buddy, this is all you took to bring this fight? You messed up. You messed up big time. I'm gonna blow up your ship just for fun. Load them up. Let's get rid of those missiles. They're gonna take a bit of a fight here because they're up against a Centurion, but like relatively minimal damage. And even more scrap. Wow, 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 wow. Oh man, that heal is very nice to have on top of everything here. You have a second prism. You have a second prism. We got one more node before the boss. There's just casually like 110 scrap here. Okay. Reap it. Damn it, dude. Why can I never remember to reap? All right, we have 255 scrap up against this boss. And it cost me 150 to get shields 3. It's not a bad idea. Are there any other shops on this map? Ooh, there's a shaman merchant directly after the boss fight. There's a couple of other really good Imperial casters. I think shield 3 is kind of a no-brainer. If I had one more power, I could turn that guy on. Not that I really need everything on at once, though. I'm going to upgrade the doors for this fight. We're in pretty good fighting shape, especially with Embolden, but just in case. An 80 left over? Yeah, I'm gonna risk it at 80. Technocult vessel. Servo excavator. Bunch of assault cyborgs as well. All right, what do we got? A 3-shot volley with a technovirus payload, so I can't repair. Technovirus payload. A beam with length based on system power. Oh, no missiles. Interesting. Also, only shields too? No loading bay, but these guys do have, these guys have teleport. All right. So let's kill their med bay. Oh wait, no, let's not kill their med bay. I guess let's kill their sensors. This would not be a bad fight to use a Redeemer in if I need to. Interesting. Let's get down here while they're all taking their time, and we can at least break another system. And then we'll go back up there and fight them in that room. That's really nice. They all just walk through there and let me open fire on them. So he's got boosted shields. Until that goes down, there's not really much point in me shooting them. We're going to be able to kill a lot of their guys here. This is really good. Oh, that's technovirus. Duh. Okay, I'm going to hit that. And then fire a follow-up shot. You guys are in a bit of a bad spot right now. So let's pull you out. Guess I could have upgraded the med bay. Probably would have been smart for this fight. My shields have 9 levels of ion damage. Okay. Okay. Let's send them in here because there's a fire going. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Okay, they only have 1 crew member left. And there go their shields. Okay, this is manageable. We do got to get rid of that fire. We have no engines right now. You might as well go help him with this. Ignore this guy. Let him stay alive while we knock off every single one of their weapons. That ion pulse is probably my worst threat right now. Don't kill that caster. No, kill it. Let's separate you two. You're going to go up there, and you're going to go down here. And then you're going to go back that way. You're going to fix my engines. And you're going to fix that. This guy's going to run off and try to fix other things. He's actually going to heal himself up. Okay. God, I need that Reaper beam back up and running. Okay, you've managed to get another sabotage in. Why don't we run you to this command throne, maybe? Just have him keep breaking doors. So far, okay. Lots of tasty fires. You know what? Let's fire... We're out of oxygen all the way down there as well. Oh, dang it. Where are you taking damage from? No need to kill that gentleman. Okay, you go that way. You go... Ah, I see. The oxygen is becoming a problem on their ship now. Oh! Oh! They don't go demon vessel. We can pick up a macro destructor, which does 5 ion damage. A hex priest with a technovirus. And electro batons, which stun nearby enemies on kill. These are actually really good. Are they as good as the weapons we have? Probably not. Being able to do something like break their shields after we hit them, like if we lance their shields, obviously that's really helpful because then I can keep hull reaping them. But I'm also like, okay, a macro disruptor just destroys shields, right? 5 ion damage, 1 shot, 30 seconds. The macro disruptor would be good with the Reaper beam. Could have swore I saw this game before. It looks a little similar to something else. Does it have any connection to FTL? No. It has the approval of FTL. They've been like, great game. They did a good job. But it is a legally distinct FTL, not Warhammer knockoff. Damn, I'm actually in major debate about this. I guess I'm trying to think like what's more better for demon phases. I'd have to put points in the macro disruptor. Toss a coin. You can blame someone else for your decision. Famous, not FTL, not Warhammer genre. Yeah, exactly. Feels like a crew run, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We have the 2 engineers in the combat husk. At this point, I do feel like we are half machine priests. Let's grab them. I'm going to recall this crew. And then... let them reap. Delicious. Delicious. You guys are actually going to return to that med bay. So where the hell is Hex Priest going then? On the doors? I guess he could. Awesome. I'm going to be able to hit him with that one more time, and it's going to get all four ticks. So, decent bit of healing. We took a lot in that fight. There's no doubt about it. We took some serious knocks. I don't know if my 3rd level of shields was staying charged. Yeah, honestly, we were taking so much ion damage, the shields didn't matter. It's kind of actually a bad choice to take those shields. Whoop. Another fireball. Fireball. Purify. It's like a kind of worse version of Embolden. Noxious Blast and Soul Barrage. 2 projectiles that each deal 1 damage to the target ship. That would solve the problem of what do I do against demon ships. And I'm going to take another sorcerer with me because why not? So I think these engineers can all hang out down here along with this combat husk. Probably. Or actually maybe this Imperial recruit would be the better choice to go down there with them. So, caster, melee, guys. You're going to take Soul Barrage. You're going to take those Exiled Regents. You guys are going to heal again. This second Imperial Sorcerer. He's gonna go, I don't know where. Siege Claw. Give me that. That's armor. Give me that. Now our combat husk is ready to party. I might actually just put the combat husk in here. I think I will. People do love to go for the command throne if we have a combat husk in here who does 7 DPS. Alternatively, why not add him to the war party? And now everybody is ready to party. This is not Warhammer FTL because it's legally neither FTL nor Warhammer. Yeah. Battle Mace 50,000, Osiris Schism, Laboris Blasphemy. Notable additions. So the big difference between this and FTL is crew is way different. You have like commanders. They can equip armor, weapons, tool slots, psyker slots. There are psychic abilities, which is like a whole other, you know, if you think about like boarding actions, weapon actions, and then like psyker actions are a whole other third thing. There's a lot of summons in the game. Generally, there's a lot more boarding and crew to crew combat than there is in FTL. Whole bunch of different modules, and the modules really change how everything works. A lot of the rooms are different. So there's like the boarding sled, there's a hull reaper, there's a siege beam, and there's a bombard, which are like special weapons that use your munitions, your missile weapons. So if you don't want to use missiles, you can get other things that do it. Those are like the big differences. Also, the map is different. You know, the map goes like this instead of like you're not trying to like outrun the guys every time. You're just like constantly moving forward. I'm gonna go with Imperial Shrine Worlds because I don't really want to face demons. Now, if I get an Imperial Shrine, well, I already have an Imperial Shrine. What happens? Do I heal? One ship is transporting supplies. The other ship is transporting a prisoner. I'm going to attack the transport supplies because I feel like we maybe have enough people right now. I'm going to go out on a bit of a limb and say we probably have enough people right now. That takes some time to cast. And away we go. Forgot to buff our fire crew before we left. Who just left their ship? Oh! Ooh. Get that engineer out of there, that's for sure. Oh, you guys screwed up lighting this room on fire. That's my specialty. Siege armor. Excellent. Don't mind if I do. Oh, you're on fire in there as well. Let's move you both down this way. Oh man, my engine. Oh, you guys are buffed immune to fire. Okay. Here's the funny thing about this. Okay, that's not so funny. Who's the guy with the sabotage axe? Oh, I can't go over there. Interesting. Wow, this ability, this psychic spear takes a long time to cast. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So we'll reap them. We'll heal a bit of our shields back up. Everybody go back to your stations, please. Stations, please. The fire is probably going to blow up their ship. What did we get? Siege armor, right. 20 HP, immunity to suffocation, but lower move speed. Alpha 48. I'm gonna give that to you. And now, what I could just do is vent these rooms all the time. Because if he's immune to suffocation, I don't have to worry about it. Now, I will say venting the, you know, oxygen room, not necessarily the smartest idea, but it's an option. You can, but you'll summon a demon that'll eat you. Am I winning, son? We're doing pretty good on this run. Much better than last run, that's for sure. Flare missiles, Retributor, Ion Tunneler, and a Hull Ripper. Boom, ba-da-ba-da, boom. Do, ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee. Hop, hop-ba-da-ga. Hoop, ba-da-ba-da, boo. That was a rough lance to miss. All right. I mean, you can set up all those psyker shields, but they're not going to stop me from coming onto your ship and killing everybody one by one. How fast can you put those out? Faster than they can damage? Probably not. Oh, I should make this guy immune to suffocation because there is actually a vent point here. Yeah, you guys can just go. Anti-matter bomb. 2 times damage to systemless rooms. Ignores shields. High chance of subspace breach. Inflicts minor crew damage. Requires a missile bay. Hull damage per shot 4. Munitions cost 4. So this is something that's very good at dealing with demon ships. It's very expensive, but I only have to use it in very select circumstances. I'm actually going to take this. I'm going to have these guys not blow up that shield bay, because apparently they can't. But I will steal a little bit extra health off this ship. Yeah, and so we'll have this guy and this guy switch armor. And then this bay can stay vented if needed. Great! The ship is incinerated in a fiery blast. I'll visit the Imperial Shrine, and they will say... nothing. I will take your life for the solar hegemon. Gene soldiers. Do I want to break their Ripper Bay first? I think I do. Let's do that. Well. Suffocation weakness, 250%. Boy, you guys picked the wrong bay to load into. That being said, they do a lot of damage. I don't think they're going to make it. And we're at full HP, so we don't even need to sit around and rip. We can just keep moving. 28 bucks, so I don't really have enough for him. Do we have anything to sell? Thrice Cursed Reliquaries, sure. We're getting to Gash for what? Total War Warhammer? I feel like we've kind of known that for a while. Or like just a new model. Summon bloat mites. There's a video teaser for him. Nice. He's not coming in this current expansion, though. I assume. I'm kind of surprised they're doing that, considering they're launching a new expansion in like a day. Next year around this time. Okay. I feel like if they announce that, they probably don't have a lot of hope about Tides of Torment. I don't know. We're going to check it out tomorrow, so. Well, I'm excited for that. Nonetheless. I took a peek. It's just a teaser trailer. Not too much info on it right now. Asteroid field, unvisited node. Let's go unvisited node. Asteroid fields tend to be really dangerous if you're doing a boarding crew. An extremist group has infiltrated a local space colony, threatening to blow the pylons responsible for maintaining the colony's orbit. They would kill 17.4 billion people. We're going to contact them. All our prayers are fallen on deaf ears. We've had enough. I did this the other day, and I reminded them that their faith in the Immortal King and his plan, and it worked. This time, it did not. We've seen the true gods of this reality, and their power is real. An explosion rocks the feed as a squad of Imperial arbiters breaks into the control room. Several extremists are gunned down in the barrage. Suddenly, tendrils of energy swirl from the floor, and something bursts out of the chest of one of them in a crimson shower of blood. It lets out a bestial roar. The feed cuts out. You see the same violent tendrils seeping in through the deck of your ship, and hastily ready your weapons. Well, it's pretty cool, at least. Oh, they're gonna blow up every system they touch. That's annoying. Move you that way. Not you. Oh, you got through. Okay, that guy didn't do damage. The colony falls into the planet. The psychic death screams as billions seems to add more fuel to the malevolent energy blanketing the region. You do everything you can to get out of there before you're overrun. Hounds. Right, these really thankfully aren't too bad for us. Immune to poison. Poison DPS +2. Fetid rags. I mean, I might as well. That guy's immune to poison down there? That's handy. You're gonna not quite heal up to full. This guy's fine. This guy's not gonna quite heal to full. You can run guys like in and out. Helps them heal up a little bit faster. I guess we're gonna make munitions at the shipyard. Wouldn't hurt, seeing as we got those antimatter bombs. Then we'll just keep cooking. Such is the power of Nagash. It is pretty exciting. I do like high temperatures for this build, but fusillade and a thunder cannon. Thunder cannon. Oh man, just light 2 rooms on fire. They're so effective. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Giddy up. A cometary ice mining operation is emitting a distress signal. The miners ask you to transport them off comet. Apparently they have stopped receiving pay since the last resupply. Sure. You get a free Imperial recruit. Buddy, I don't know what you're gonna do for a job. I'll tell you that much. But sure. We'll add you to the pit. I mean, technically he gets +2 DPS, so. A ship! What's it doing, you might ask? Who knows? I'd like to attack its shield, so I'm just gonna do that and that. And I'm gonna launch into here. Just break into there. Ooh, hold on. Who's my door break guy? You are. Just want you to interrupt those casters really fast. Are these guys putting out those fires? Yeah, okay. Keep those weapons offline. You're on fire, but you're immune to suffocation, so why don't we just open that door and you're invincible. I'd like to see what's happening on their ship, so we'll kill off their sensors. And then, oh, there's so much stinky fart gas. Ding dong. Everybody in. Everybody heals. And we're on to the next ship. What do we got? Lots of dark prisms. The excremental. That's a good name for a poop ship. It's a very good name for a poop ship, honestly. Retributor, Magpulse, Fusillade. Yeah, I don't want to deal with this ship. That's for sure. Let's hit them with everything. I mean, I just get a kick that I have 2 guys here ready to go, and I don't need to use them ever. I actually should probably give the paladin some dark prisms so he can teleport if need be. Scrap metal or munitions? We actually have quite a lot of munitions right now, so I'll take that scrap metal. Cryofoam, yeah, let's give you that dark matter. Whatever's the dark matter with you? Mercy. Heavens to Betsy. Let's get the hell out of here. Whoop. Nothing of interest. Now. Shaman merchant or mercenary broker merchant. I got 157 bucks. We're in Imperial Shrine World sector. I have a caster who has an empty slot, so I'm going to go for these guys. High Magister, immune to fire, creates fire on death, teleports self and nearby friendly crew to target room. A Death Knight and an Aberrant. Treasonous Whispers. Cast a projectile. It heals all allied crew in a target room for 10. Transfusion. If I have this guy, we can just get rid of the Thrice Cursed Reliquary. We simply do not need it anymore. I don't even know if we really need this guy, but also we don't have a High Magister, and I kind of want one just for fun. So now the question is, do I get Treasonous Whispers to steal a crew member, or do I get Transfusion for a heal? Teleport to a thrall and destroy it. That's kind of funny. I don't really feel like I need to control hostile crew. I think a spammable heal on a long boss fight would be pretty valuable, though. I am going to give it to you. I'm also then going to give you... You know what? Let's give you the Fetid Rags. Is that what I gave you? No, I'm going to give you that 20 HP, and I'm going to give you that Siege Claw. Because you're actually pretty good at attacking. I'm going to have you immune to poison. So this is kind of fun. We have one engineer who's immune to poison, one who's immune to suffocation, and then we have like 3 characters who are immune to fire damage. This High Magister does, unfortunately, have to find a way up here. I think possibly that combat husk. Yeah. We'll go down here. Honestly, I think we could get rid of the Machine Priests for the final fight. Currently, I don't need them. I could have every single job manned and still have my 2 borders by Imperial citizens. So, something to think about. Oh, sick. There's another planetary invasion coming up. Yeah, this guy with his teleport 4 is really nice. Ah, a demon ship. I was just thinking we haven't fought a demon ship in a while. Now there's an idea. If I took immune to suffocation off of you and I put it on someone else, I could actually board demon ships. Huh. Oh, transfusion only has 2 charges. That's good to know. I whiffed that really bad. I forgot to fire the lance. Take that out. Take that out. Technovirus it. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Nah, that is annoying. My Reaper Beam got hit. Purge that room. As long as I just focus on the demon heart, it's gonna run out of juice here. Wow, these lances just missing left, right, and center here. I haven't taken any damage in this fight, though. And Hall Reaper's coming back on, or that shield is coming back online, so I actually think I am just going to quickly do this. Rather than give him the opportunity. Oh, sorry, you're meant to be in there. Got to save these. Save stations. You arrive to see several Imperial Inquisitor ships arrayed around a lone prison barge. They intend to incinerate the vessel along with the occupants within. I'll wait and see what happens. The confessors aboard the ship summon a massive conflagration of psychic fire upon the prison barge. A few minutes later, it's reduced to ashes. You attempt to salvage the remains, but there is nothing left. Well, I don't know what I expected there. A defunct starship armament production facility can be reactivated, but the machinery requires chem fuels, 10 munitions. I'm going to spend that energy beam. Well, it's not bad. It has its uses. Okay, we are ready for infiltration. And I'm going to be honest. These guys are going to come in here and they're going to absolutely crush this. So let's deploy. Our infiltrators also have these like super sledgehammers right now. Not that they're shields, but and my life support. Oh wow, okay, this guy just absolutely opened fire on me. You're immune to suffocation. You're going to go back there. We've been detected. It's not going to stop us. Ain't gonna stop us one bit. I guess I didn't really need to worry about being found when we can just murder everything so fast. Crew recalled. And we're out of here. We have 256 scrap right now. And we picked up some Stygian regions, which I guess I'll just give to one of you guys. Push the Stargate. We've got a blood cult and a death cult sector. Let's go blood cult. And my question here is like, what do we have? Ooh, missile base. That's exactly what we wanted, baby. We could not have asked for a better shop to pop up with. You are precisely what I am looking for, honey. Launch bays can load enemy crew, prioritizes enemy crew, and deals 140 damage to them when loading. Your crew stuns nearby enemy crew for 8 seconds upon destroying a door. All friendly crew explode on death, dealing 10 damage to nearby enemy crew. Stackable. Dude, can you imagine a husk crew? You just stack 3 of these together and you just send husks over. They all explode for 30 damage and ionize everything as well. So we could absolutely get rid of the thrice cursed reliquary. And we could either pick up the assault harness or the carnivore hatch. Honestly, both of them are very good. Trying to think about like what the final fight is going to be like. This is very specific in that like you can only grab so many guys with it, and our launch bay isn't a 2-size room. This in the meantime is like my assault crew destroys doors instantly and lights everything on fire, so they're doing constant damage. How do you get them to use this? The carnivore hatch is basically like if people are in this room, bad guys are in this room, and I click load crew, it will load the enemy crew and deal 140 damage to them, which is pretty much a guaranteed kill on everybody. Like even Centurions don't have that much HP. Most commanders don't have that much HP. So I think I'm going to get rid of the thrice cursed reliquary. Pick up an assault harness. To me, this makes a lot of sense. We have Imperial citizens who we fire in with launch bays, and then they stun everything while doing a bunch of damage and fire. Like, it's a perfect build together. We could pick up a siege beam. It is good for boss fights because you fire it once, and then in theory, it doesn't need any more munitions. And it just keeps firing over and over and over and over and over again. It's like particularly good for bosses. It's pretty good for demon ships too. You know, this does 8 damage though, but the cost of 4. I could pick up a siege beam. We've got the money for it. I don't think there's any other systems we want, so to me it's like an okay purchase. I'm gonna buy 2 energy. And probably shields is the next focus. Got a gore shrine here, which is great. Lots of gene soldiers. Let's punch their weapons down. I guess I generally don't need this antimatter bomb loaded, but don't exactly hurt to have. These guys have been infested. Trying to figure out like who boarded my ship. I couldn't even see them. This guy left, eh? We are not going to pledge ourselves to the blood god. Tempting as that may be. But I will hull rip this ship. Realizing how much damage we took there. That's probably gonna blow up. Yeah. Will. One rip is good. One rip is pretty good. Chromic Corvette. A lot of guns. And away we go. Salt cyborgs. Not what I expected. We just drop a heal over there on them. Damn, dudes hit me hard there. Somehow those shields stayed online. We'll Reaper beam them though. Gets back our any hull lost. And then a quick heal. Really lost our momentum with the bad release of 3, not fixing the movement issues. Some points didn't look fun to play anymore. That really hurt the franchise. Yeah. Franchise as a whole kind of lost its momentum. Yeah. Yeah, well, like, I don't know. They had a couple of bad DLCs, and then they just kept pushing back all their other DLC releases to add more to it. I don't know. We're gonna check out Tides of Torment, but it does. I don't know that it's something that I would have checked out were I not getting a key for it. You know, had I not done a lot of Total War stuff with them later, like in the past. Colony in the midst of celebrating an overthrow of its Imperial governor. You obtain some valuables, arrive back at your ship, and a few rebel colonists are waiting for us, saying, sorry, can't leave with that. Oh, my dudes, I can absolutely leave with that. You have 1,000% door break speed. I'm obviously not going to be able to outspeed that. Good job, everybody. Great success. Back to your stations. All right. Shields 4. And we're not even in the last zone. I'm going to go to the shipyard because I'd like to make more munitions. It's particularly valuable to me. Let's embolden. Let's flame. Let's flame. Load and launch. Technovirus the weapons. Double spear them. Another engineer. Dude, I'm just gonna take the 50 scrap. It's got to be 4 points here. I can get on a Reaper beam. Here we go. Like, I might be able to get one more here, but I think it's gonna just pop, so we'll keep going. Pick up a distress signal. We respond. There's very few inhabitants, but we do get a machine cannon. 1 DPS plus 3 DPS in large rooms. Attacks slightly damage nearby enemies. Who's gonna wield that? You have the assault sledge. You already have minus 25 movement speed, and you have an arc rifle, which causes you to do 4 damage, which is what this does. Yeah, I feel like if I gave him the machine cannon, he would just be stuck. You've got the Hellfire Blade. This combat husk sits in a large room where he is frequently having to defend it. So I think it's going to have to go to him. Shaman Mancy. I mean, man, I guess. I could use another Psyker ability. Burden. Chaotic Rift. Coagulate. Cast a projectile that repairs all breaches in a target room and repairs the system damage. That's pretty nice. Force Shield. I love Force Shield. Soulstorm. I also love Soulstorm. Psychic Shriek. So this guy has a spare slot. You're set up. You're set up. This would allow me to put a force shield on the front, protecting my sensors and my weapons. Or, I mean, I could also put it in the back somewhere. The shield, yeah, I mean, we've done some really successful shields in the past. Oh, there's also an Imperial Enforcer here. who is a character we do not have. I wish I could sell... I wish I could sell people. That doesn't sound right. That does not sound right. Like, replace this combat husk with an Imperial Enforcer would be significantly better. If I sold that, I'd have 83. I could buy this shield, and I could buy this Imperial Enforcer. And I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to take this off of you, and I'm going to give it to him. Because he should be also getting +2 DPS from the standard issue firearms. Yeah. Now we're going to give you shield. We'll put you there. I'm still planning to get rid of all the machine, all the engineers and stuff for the final fight. Because I think we can get away with it. You come across an Imperial vessel firing upon a nearby space colony. Heretical activity has been detected within your ranks, and by the command of the Solar Hegemon, your lives are now forfeit. All right, well, we better attack this space colony then. You lend your fire to the Imperial ship. Within minutes, this colony is reduced to ash. The Imperial vessel does not appear to notice your presence and departs. You get a ballistic shield. Ba, 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 ba. Now, a ballistic shield counts as a tool. So you could use that. And reduce enemy DPS by 1 so that you guys take even less damage. You have an armor slot. I'm kind of tempted to give that guy the siege armor, but I don't really think it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I guess he will get it eventually, so... we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Go time. Fire. Fire. Take out their weapons. This energy lance is honestly really coming in clutch. Load up. Ooh, none of you are in the right room. Okay. We can get there though. Let's kill him. That ain't no problem. Let's break their weapons and let's hit them with a Reaper beam. The homies come back home. You guys come in here. Take your heal. Go back. We save our stations. Yeah, let me get one more. You are. Hit him with another Reaper beam. Only get 1 heal off of it, but that's okay. Ship armament modules and missile templates. I really don't think we need that. I'm very happy with the build we have right now, so. An Imperial invasion fleet is visible in the distance. They appear to be burning down space colonies. Due to your carelessness, an evil taint has been allowed to spread amongst you. Let the cleansing flames be a lesson to us all. We can assist in that purge. The Imperial trained crew member helps modulate the comms to contact the invasion fleet. The Commodore supposes you to be a commissioned privateer and permits you assistance in the cleansing actions. By the time you're able to inspect the interior of the colonies, they're little more than smoldering husks. You get a power glaive. 3 DPS in medium rooms. Now, that's not as good as the arc rifle. Technically, this would make you do more damage, but the thing is that assault sledge is just so goddamn useful. I guess you seem to be getting attacked in a medium room somewhat frequently, Imperial Sorcerer. So let's give it to you. Imperial Core Worlds. The Vault of Souls. So, do I have to purge these guys before we go in? All right, here's the question. These are who I'm talking about purging, these 4 units. So I basically am saying that, like, my paladin goes on doors, maybe? No. Probably he goes on doors. He goes on engines. It's doable. I think it's doable and it doesn't really slow us down. I know we did pay a lot for these guys, but, you know, that's life. It's life on the rim. Salted Regents. Guess you can become immune to poison. And then I'm just gonna, like, vent these 4 guys. Oh, you can just dismiss them. Okay. Oh, you have siege armor equipped. This guy's minus 50% move speed right now, but I'm all right with that. We can keep him around until we actually fight the final boss. I think until you do the last jump, you're fine. Okay, a ship full of Centurions. That is literally my worst nightmare. Displacement bombs, heat beams, and a fusillade 2, which fires 7 shots. Fun. Centurions are also immune to fire. But I can't imagine they are immune to getting their asses handed to them. At least I sure hope not. Boy, they do a lot of damage. I do still have those dark matter beams. Dark matter prisms. Nice. That was a good heal. Send you back there. Deal with that. See if we can't knock some of these weapons offline. Let's pull them out. Here's my logic. So we can heal them up, and that this will do another big blast. Dang. Actually, you know what? Stay there. You go there. About to get another emboldened streak. And 2 more fireballs. So the timing of all this works out really nice. Let's hit that, and that, and that, and that. Maybe not that. Well, yeah, no, that could go. And then we hit them there, and they had to get hit with a shredder payload as well. I managed to knock out my oxygen again. There's our scrap and munitions. And then let's reap them. Some of that HP back. Nice! 3 of that HP back. You go there, you go there. All of this gunk will heal. And we can make more munitions at the shipyard. This is perfect for us. Now, if I say return to stations, all of you guys are still programmed to go back to all those spots. Sorry, you're meant to go here. You're meant to go there. And you're meant to go here. Let's resave these. Now, right. Tech priests, easy. Light them all on fire. Hit the emboldened. What do they have? Flare missiles. They got a lot of guns. They got a lot of guns. Apparently I am going for those. All right, let's go this way. Oh no, that room's not on fire. Go down this way. Fight them in the room on fire. Send a heal across to them. Get rid of those missiles. Hull breach. You're immune to suffocation, so you can get back there and just fix that up. And then a quick heal over here. A quick rip on the Reaper. Four rooms, 0 heals. There's 3 levels of shield up. I don't know what I was thinking there. What a waste of ammunition. but he does not fix things fast. That's for darn sure. Well, so much for getting any HP out of that ship. I guess that's what the cryo foam is useful for. There is a shop right before the boss fight too. Densely packed asteroid cluster. Okay, retributor, fugas, hull ripper. Let's go fire there. Let's go fire here. Go for the shields. Miss entirely with my energy lance. I guess that's life. Well, you're going to send across a couple of cyber priests and think that's going to work out okay for you? Let me tell you, buddy, it ain't. All right. There's one guy left over here. Let's go deal with him. Another assault sledge, but I don't really think I need that. I'll take the 50 scrap metal. We get missed by all those shots. We get a nice juicy heal and a nice juicy hull reap. We're back up to full HP. Heal at least 30 HP with the hull reaper in a single run. I told you we'd get that this run. Did I not tell you we'd get that? I told you we'd get that. God, more Centurions. I still feel like not sure how well we're going to do against this final boss, but I'm hoping okay. That is just a stun missile. Which really ain't too bad. To heal over to these guys because they're getting wailed on right now. Oh, there is a chest here too. That's nice. A redeemer. You know what would be really smart if I started using this grav generator? Does it also affect me? All crew on enemy ship. Oh my god. I just killed my boarder. Oh, my assault sledge boarder too. What an idiot you are, Agent. It's because he was slowed down. So he entered the room and was taking fire, and because he was trying to walk to the far side of the room before he started attacking. Oh man, stupid. What a needless waste. And we still have the paladin as well here. So the Imperial Enforcer does extra DPS in large rooms. But reduced move speed. I think let's give him the power glaive instead. And we give that guy the machine cannon. I mean, I guess ultimately it's like these 4 are my attack crew. So let's put you on pilot. This guy's a psyker shield. So maybe let's actually put like you there, you here. And you on weapons. Can't believe we lost that guy. What a stupid mistake. Do a trade. We have an ad about to hit, so I'm going to run it before we do the boss. Let's crack Thrall Pit, Siege Bombard. 10 HP to Machine Priests. Your weapons that deal hull damage now break doors on impact. That's kind of fun. First 25 seconds of combat. Okay. Yeah. None of these are super valuable to me. We could just buy a ton of munitions. We also have a ton of upgrades we can do here. Maybe a little bit of autopilot. I mean, we only have 10% evasion. Am I better off getting the faster Hull Reaper or the Siege Beam? I also don't necessarily need all this reactor power. I suppose I don't really need autopilot either, but it does tend to come in decently handy. The doors for sure I want. Upgraded oxygen can make a big difference. Maybe the extra auto surgeon. And then I could just sell off a bunch of stuff to this guy as well. Yeah, I think I can basically sell all of this. Should be better off having something other than that. Dark matter prism. Heal all allied crew and target room for 25 HP. I mean, if all 4 of them went across. And this guy had 2 of those. That seems like that would be probably the better purchase. $30. Let's buy 1 more reactor unit. Because I'm probably going to want those antimatter bombs. Ooh. Wow, I almost forgot to get rid of all these guys. Imperial citizen, Imperial citizen, Imperial citizen, Imperial citizen. Give it a shot. You encounter an ominous-looking vessel adorned with the runes and sigil of the Blood Cult. The Vault of Souls is sealed. I shall be the one to deliver it to Ariok. Sir. You have a 3-shot ionization cannon, a 5-shot high breach chance, auto surgeon, life support, door control, thrall pit, and a husk rack. That's good. Because I'm pretty sure that means I could kill all the crew, and as long as I don't destroy the thrall pit and the husk rack, the demon form won't take over. You do have a hull reaper, okay, an engine, a shield, and a command throne, which lets you do... I don't know what your special ability is. What is it over here? You have 2 little guys, but I can't tell what they do. So... let's start with that. Am I just taking all 4 of them across at the same time? I think I am, right? You're immune to fire. You're immune to fire. They're all immune to fire. Is this guy piloting? Yeah. I guess he is. For now. Where's that fireball, dude? Thank you very much. Don't want them casting whatever that was. A fleshling on the ship is not really a problem. Certainly not that I'm going to worry myself about. Kind of got to wait till they destroy the shields before I can really antimatter them. That High Magister just took a beating fighting that Death Knight, though. Oh, you know what? You can raise a worm, and you can also summon a Redeemer on the ship. I guess one of my biggest fears is I'll accidentally kill everybody in this room right now. It appears to be full of demons anyway, so I'm not sure it really matters. Shh, the siege beam, the siege beam. Okay, we got them stopped there. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna recall. No, let's transfuse. Siege beam is doing work. I'm currently losing a small amount of O2 and my sensors maybe are about to go down. Let's have him interrupt him. The siege beam is doing a ton of damage right now. Okay, you guys have that broken. I guess go to this one. Aha! Okay, well, that did not take as long as I would have hoped. Recall crew. Okie dokie, Eliokies. Now, all of their systems are safe, but their subspace rooms are not. What are we doing here, guys? Stunned. You're okay, you're okay, you're okay. Get you to the back. There's no reason to be a murder. Okay, we have a small breach down there. Start getting these fires out again soon, I think. Gotta wait for this invulnerability phase to finish anyway. Okay, and they do have summons coming across. You guys gotta get there. Mind control. They controlled my Stygian worm and my Imperial sorcerer. So I think this is my tendril and their tendril fighting each other. I'm not entirely certain. Okay, this is ready to go though. You're immune to fire. You're also immune to fire. All right, they failed to get rid of that. Close that up. Turn back around. This guy is stunned, and I don't think I can save him. Antimatter bomb. This guy's still stunned? I want him down here. Or put you there, you there, you. All right, they got to get ideally not through that stink cloud, but okay. What's done is done. Homie, you might as well move up here if that guy is dead. Who is immune to suffocation? We lost that guy. Do I need to fix this breach? I don't really think I do. I would really like to fix our shields. Oh, god damn it. Just breached the med bay. Homie, how are you still able to spawn this many guys this fast? You're out of transfusions. There's 2 breaches in there. This guy's immune to suffocation. Oh my god. Okay. These hounds are going to be a problem. Everything is about to be a problem. Is there any chance I could just get some, like, fires across here? High breach chance, guys. What's doing the damage to me? Ah, good. And I lost my oxygen as well now. So even if I get this fixed, I've got to get that fixed first. Try to get rid of some of the summons. How did he just do this when I just hit him with a lance while that was charging? Good grief. At least the worm is in there. Gonna have to stop that from just wrecking me. This is a disaster. You guys are both taking way too much poison damage. You're probably gonna die. Oh my god, what a perfect shot he managed to land there. That's my missiles offline. That's literally all the damage I do. Not being able to use my med bay at all here because of the oxygen deficiency is kind of sucks. Also, my shield, I guess, didn't decide to put points back into it when it came back online. Come on. Mind controlled the one guy back here. That's actually the game right there. You can go there, but I'm gonna run out of oxygen on the whole ship right now. In like very few seconds. There's a lot of flashing lights. The speed at which this guy is repairing, or should I say not repairing, is... Yeah, there goes my commander. He's dead. I literally just had that guy sitting there on that breach the entire time. The moment the medbay gets fixed, the oxygen goes down. Double breach on the O2. And you can't target the O2 before doing it. I cannot believe that. We were insanely close. We should not have lost that. Oh. Those 2 health packs would have came in handy, yeah, if I had remembered that they were there. I don't know that they would have done it, but they could have been it. Oh, do you think if I crash it, it'll load me back before they died? And I'll remember those health packs are there? No, I feel like that's cheating. Ooh. The heal station was unpowered. Yeah, the heal station was damaged. They knocked the heal station down and put a double breach into it, and I had to spend all this time healing the double breach. And I could only do it with one guy because all the oxygen got sucked out of it. And then the moment the breaches were done, they knocked out the oxygen room with another double breach. And I had to go fix that. It was just like, it was really bad luck of like what rooms got targeted in what order. And so I couldn't send anybody in to get healed because there was no oxygen. Repair drone, my kingdom for a repair drone. Damn, dudes. Damn, damn, damn. Enemy crew burned 169. Oh, so close. Hurting. That was our first sea run. We have 8,000 points. The white, the priestess, and the archmage. She's kind of like a war priestess. I have a warship here. Could this be the next run? Assault Cruiser B. Fuselage, you have a Husk and 2 Greater Warseers. Oh, they both do Soul Spear. Interesting. What are we on right now? So we have a warship, a blood ship, and an Imperial ship. The blood ship, like the heiress is who I need for that. She's without a doubt the right character. Doomweaver would also be pretty good on that warship. In fact, she'd probably be the best. But we don't have her yet. Oh, we also have the assassin and the cannibal here. 7 poison DPS. That's kind of fun. I had dudes sitting in it with no power. No, the heal station was broken. I couldn't power it, so they were all sitting next to it. Not a bad run. No. I'm still pretty happy with it. So have Twitch recaps. Twitch recaps are out. That's very fun. That's very fun. All right, I'll have to think about this. We'll have to do it on the next run because that's all the time we've got for today. Thank you for joining us. Better luck in the next Void War. Until next time.